I want to know if you had a new love coming into your life, and so I pulled from my Oracle deck first. And man, we got some major King of Pentacles vibes here. This next love interest is a very goal-oriented person. They know what they want. They go after it. They're very driven. And it's someone who actually holds great authority in their life. So this kind of feels like CEO energy, or just someone who's very wealthy, very powerful. Maybe they own their own business. But it certainly is someone who hasn't always had life handed to them. They have gotten where they are through their own effort. This feels very Capricorn to me with Mountain Road. And they have really gone through life's lessons and come out stronger on the other side. With Valley, they've gone through some deep personal struggles that have led to their strength and their peace that have assured their success here. And of course, we have just some confirmation that there might be a dark woman involved in this relationship. So a woman with a dark complexion or dark hair, and a man. You're about to meet that loving, wealthy soulmate you've always desired. But before we get to the full reading, I have one special card for you. And that's the subscribe card. Subscribe for more readings like this. So I pulled from a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck next and kind of got the story of like what's going on, what's happening, how this person is coming in. In the overall energy, we have the Four of Swords and the Chariot. So I feel like you've been kind of just in this energy of rest, of healing, of just kind of taking care of yourself, taking care of your life, your sort of inner circle, and not really getting out much, probably isolating a little bit. But man, this is going to kind of blow into your life like completely unexpectedly. With the Chariot, this is all about charging forward in a brand new direction. This is about getting your stuff together. This is about really like charging into a new relationship here. And I think it's because you've been taking the time just to kind of be happy in your own energy. Nine of Pentacles is a card about just feeling abundant and good, feeling financially independent, just feeling like you don't need nobody else. And see, when we get into that energy of just kind of focused on ourselves, focused on what we're doing, kind of focused on our own little garden and reaping the rewards of what we've been kind of putting into life, that is exactly when we're best able to manifest. And manifest you have been. Because the Magician here is to remind you that, yes, this is something that you manifested. This is the partner that you've been desiring, that you've been asking the universe for. You have all the tools at your disposal at this point to allow this person to come into your life and really kind of change things up. Because I feel like the timing just really feels right in your life right now. I'm not sure you really had time for a partner prior to this. But when we see the Wheel of Fortune, this means the universe is coming in and kind of taking action for us. We don't really get much of a choice. And I think meeting this person is going to be like a complete surprise because it's just going to happen like kind of outside of your control. It's not like you're reaching out and going on dating apps and like searching for someone or anything like that. This person is just going to kind of land in your lap. And you are going to know probably the moment you meet them with the Judgment and Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is all about a manifestation kind of coming into reality. So you have kind of planted the seeds and now it is arriving into your life. And it's a real gift. The Judgment is all about hearing that higher calling. I feel like when you meet this person, you're just going to be like, whoa, this is who I've been waiting for. Like something inside of you is just going to be like, oh, it's them. And you're going to like not be able to help but get excited to meet them. I do think your friends are involved somehow though. Because back in our oracles, we have pleasure with a close friend, dog close up, dog barking, advice from a friend, and then wishbone, a wish is granted. So I'm not quite sure if this is someone that like is in your immediate friend group that we've just never really thought about in this way before. And it's just kind of surprising you, like seeing them with new eyes. Or if this is someone that like your friends introduce you to. But a close friend is going to give you some advice and it's going to lead to you meeting to this person. And it's going to be like wish fulfillment. Kind of like Genie in Aladdin, like, what do you want? What do you need? Poof, here it is. So I do think you're going to know this person because they're going to have gone through a great loss. So this could be someone who lost a spouse or even who recently went through a pretty bad breakup. And I think immediately there's going to be a spiritual connection. Because we have the Lily here, spiritual love. Now, Lily also kind of indicates to me that this might be someone who is a widow or a widower. But it is definitely someone who's been through a great loss. And I almost feel like this is like you getting nudged to kind of like help cheer this person up. Like it's either one of your friends who's been through something rough or it's someone your friend knows that like they kind of introduce you so that you can just help them feel better. But you're taking some kind of advice in regards to this relationship, in regards to helping show up for this person in their time of need. Because we have the owl here. So this is advice from a wise person. And I think that advice is all about just taking things slow, okay? We've got the tortoise. Now, to me, this is very like Knight of Pentacles energy. So it's very like slow and steady wins the race. And I think that's part of it. I think when you meet this person after they've been through like this big loss in their life, whether it was the death or separation or whatever's going on here, you get some advice about like talking to them and really lending an empathetic ear. And it allows things to kind of like just sort of get the ball rolling and moving very slowly, but at a steady pace, which is very healthy. And to this person, I feel like this is just going to feel like the fresh breath of air that they've been wanting since their world kind of fell apart previously. The Tower is a card of like absolute destruction. Now, this person could be Aries in particular because the Tower and the Fool both are Aries. But the Tower is also Scorpio and the Fool can also be Aquarius. But doesn't have to be. More important than that, I feel like you're a little bit of a ray of sunshine for this person, a breath of fresh air. They're going to be a little slow to let their guard down, but I think it's only natural. Because we do have the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is someone who's kind of been through the ringer, right? They feel like life has sort of beat them up, but they are interested in trying to give things another try, trying to give life another try. They do want to let their guard down, but right now they're just sort of walled off a bit. And I think this is them, after having gone through like a devastating loss of some kind, they're just like a little bit guarded about who they let into their energy. And that's a good thing. Now, I do think, though, they're going to be opening the gates for you. Because I believe you're someone who they've admired for a minute now. So if you didn't previously know them, I think they knew of you with Page of Swords here. And I do think they're just very curious about you. You're someone who just sort of is intriguing to them. Page of Swords is like curiosity, right? And I think you really kind of pique that curiosity in this person. And I think they do the same for you. You're just kind of like, you're a little bit of a mystery and I want to know more. And I think this starts off with just kind of a little offer here. It starts heading down the path of romance in a way where we're kind of expressing appreciation for each other, expressing appreciation just for one another's energy, maybe just asking you out for like coffee or soup in particular, since we have bowls here. I just think both of you kind of bring each other a lot of joy, right? And you like to kind of daydream together, and you can appreciate the other for kind of just who they are as they are. I think they really like that you are a very empathetic person. You're very intuitive. The Queen of Cups is the diviner of the tarot. Typically, she's looking into this cup here. She's sort of reading the tea leaves. Right here, she's just sort of meditating and directly accessing the Akashic records or something. But she's highly intuitive, highly empathetic. And I think this person really appreciates that about you. And one of you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but doesn't have to be. Mostly, I think you guys just cheer each other up, make each other happy. You lean into joy with one another, which is exactly what you want. Like I said, I think you feel like a breath of fresh air for this person. It's an opportunity to just kind of like experience the joys of life again after a really dark time. All right, I do want to pull some charms just to get some more identifying information about this person. All right, let's see what we got. So taking a look at all our charms, we got some letters here. So H, Y, F, or S could be important to this connection. We also got 2 6s. So I don't know how the 6 is important. Maybe June is important. Maybe you meet on the 6th of the month. But in Kabbalah, 6 is actually the energy of beauty, of perfection. It's associated with Tiferet, which is about balance. It also can be a number about animals, and we've got like this unicorn right next to it. And I feel like maybe animals are really important to this person. Maybe this person, oh wow, I just noticed this. It almost looked like yes, except for we have an F here. But maybe like horses are important to this connection, or it could be just like that this is someone very imaginative. Now we do have dragonfly here, and dragonflies are supposed to be very good luck. And I love that we have the 4-leaf clover as well. So there's a lot of luck around this person. I think they've had a lot of business luck in particular. And, the dragonfly is actually a symbol for Vietnam. And so I don't know if they come from Vietnam or they could be Vietnamese. Doesn't have to be though. They could also be Irish because we got the 4-leaf clover. But this is a very lucky individual. And I also think this is someone with a very strong spiritual or faith background with this medallion here. We do have, again, another indication about animals with this whale tail. So maybe water's important or mammals are important. But I love that we have these romance symbols at the top here. We've got the Eiffel Tower and just the word love. So maybe Paris is important or just travel. So I want to get a feel for some timing here, and we got 3 months. So it looks like mostly like the spring and early summer. So we got May, we got June, and we got August. Now I feel like you're going to be meeting this person much sooner than that, actually, but I feel like this summer is really when this romance starts to really blossom, particularly since we have these lovely little cherry blossoms on the May card and more lovely flowers on June. This is something that is headed towards commitment. So again, we kind of have Knight of Pentacles here as this relationship is progressing. So we've got just sort of the slow and steady movement of this relationship. And I think that's really, really healthy, particularly for this person who's been through like a really devastating loss here. And we have lots of Pentacles energy in this reading. I really kind of feel like this is someone who is very wealthy. They're very successful in their life. And they're going to be very generous with you with the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles can even indicate like a serious monetary gift. But it is all about being like equally giving and receiving as well. You know, I feel like you two kind of really just balance each other out. And again, we've got 10 of Wands reverse. It's just going to feel like a relief of burdens. Like you two are just sort of seamless together. Like when you guys come together, it's like the whole rest of the world just sort of melts away. And you can be open and vulnerable with one another. Four of Pentacles reverse is really the energy of like just being really open, letting go, letting flow. And I think you two really just have some great conversations here with the Ace of Swords. This is the second ace in this spread. Like you have those conversations that could like last all night. And good communication is so important to a healthy, long-lasting relationship here. I don't feel like there's any mind games being played in this connection. Like you say what you mean and you mean what you say, and they're kind of the same way too. They're real straight shooter type energy. But man, is it spicy too. Because the third ace here is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is all about like passion and excitement. Like there's a real fire between the two of you. But you're not going to believe this potential outcome. We have the Empress here. This is divine feminine energy. This is all about just receiving and growth and abundance, about family. So I feel like this is someone you can see yourself like having a family with, like settling down with, and like being really serious about. So this is not just like some new little fly-by-night relationship. This is like your person. And girl, they're loving and wealthy. What more can you ask for? There's a spiritual connection here. Good gracious. And remember when I said I was picking up on those King of Pentacles vibes? Yeah, they are successful. That's why I'm saying like they are wealthy. The King of Pentacles is like that CEO energy. And this is the second time it's kind of coming up in this reading. So this is someone that is like their own business owner. They really have developed, they're like a self-made man. They've developed their wealth and they're really quite abundant, but they're very generous with their abundance as well. And I don't know if the physical attributes of this card speak to you, but I also feel like there's a lot of fire in this connection too, because we have the King of Wands at this outcome. The King of Wands, he knows what he wants and he goes after it. Again, maybe there's some physicality relationship here as well. But we have heavy earth sign vibes, so that'd be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, and heavy fire sign vibes, that'd be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this is passionate, this is abundant, and this is something that is going to grow and be a real match. Because we end the outcome with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the twin flame card, it's the marriage card, it's the celebration card. And yeah, we're coming into the spring right now, and I feel like there's sort of that in the air, right? Now, if you're living in a warmer climate like I am, it's already looking like spring. If you're in a colder climate, maybe you're not quite there yet, but it's coming. Like you can feel it coming. And love is in the air, and of course marriage is like thought about. And I feel like that's just sort of the collective energy that we're in a little bit. Of building these strong foundations for the future and really celebrating them and being excited about them. And I had to pull confirmation from my Oracle deck, and guess what I got? Girl, I got the ring card. A marriage will take place either romantic or business. And I feel like with this person, it might be a little bit of both, right? It might be both a romantic marriage as well as, because I really feel like this person might be like owning their own business or whatever. They might be involving you in that business too. Maybe it becomes a family business eventually, but it's like you're kind of marrying into not just this person, but like their whole kind of like company and their family. And I just feel like all this abundance there. It's everything you've been asking the universe for. Our oracle deck, just to give you more confirmation. And from the 2 oracle cards that I pulled, I am getting more confirmation that maybe water or the sea is really important. Maybe swimming, but definitely there's an element of the fantastical, like fantasy. This is a really creative person, and I think you might be a really creative person too. Because I got both Hag of the West Sea, number 11, and Fairy Pool Baptism, number 47. Now, 11 again is that energy of sword twin flame. Now, Hag of the West Sea is all about the depths of the conscious realm. And I feel like indicates that you guys really have some strong soul connection here. Like it feels like you've spent lives together before. And Fairy Pool Baptism is about renewal and sacred sensuality. So this feels very spiritually aligned and very passionate. All right, that's what I have for you today. I hope this reading was helpful and you enjoyed it. I hope you stick around also for this next video right here. Thank you so much for being here. Again, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It's a huge help to the channel, and I'll see you next time.